Hello, beautiful people. It's Timotha, Lanae, and I'm so excited because I have yet another delicious avocado recipe. Yes, if you have been on this channel, you have noticed that I like avocados. I have two avocado recipes. One's for delicious like avocado mayo. Another one is just like avocado dressing. This is another avocado spread you could use with your salad. I like to use it more like a kind of like a dip, you know. So, and I also use it on my nori rolls. I do nori wraps and like a vegan sushi type thing. So if you haven't seen my video on nori, on my nori rolls, check that out. I get raw organic nori. It's really good. I ordered it online. I'll link to it below, but check that out. But anyway, let's get into this avocado recipe. It's really simple, it's really delicious, and I think you're gonna like it. So what you'll need is, I'm gonna do it in bulk and then save it in like the leftover. I'll package in this in different mason jars. So I have a smaller mason jar. This one's 4 ounces. This one's 8 ounces. And I just put airtight lids on there because I'm trying to streamline my process and just be more efficient in life. So I'm not always in the kitchen, because I'm in the kitchen a lot, which is good. I enjoy it, but you gotta make time for other things too. So I'm gonna do 3 avocados, and these are organic. They've already been washed and sprayed. I should actually just do a video on the veggie fruit wash that I use, because I make my own and it uses food grade hydrogen peroxide. I think I'll do a video on that sometime, because I talk about it all the time and it just works really well, but I've never dedicated a video to it. But I use food grade hydrogen peroxide and dilute it with water and spray it. So I'm just cutting, you see I'm just halving, cutting these in half is what I'm trying to say. But I'm halving my avocados. Y'all, I'm struggling with pronouncing that. But anyway, so you see I cut them in half, and then I just take a spoon and scoop it out. And so if your avocado isn't ripe, really make sure it's ripe and soft. You don't want it to be bad, so you don't want to have mold and things like that on it, but definitely make sure that it's soft and actually ripe, because if it's not, then it's acidic in the body, and we want to create an alkaline atmosphere in the body. So I'm just cutting it out and putting it into this container. I mix it all in like a little Pyrex container. You can do it in a mixing bowl, whatever's clever for you. Let me move my sweater out the way. So yeah, you just want to get all of your avocado out. I love having avocado because it's high in fat, but the good fat, so with the way that I eat, alkaline, and I don't eat meat. So because I'm plant-based, I really need to be able to get proteins and fats from plant sources, and avocado is just such a great source of fat, really good fat. So I have avocado every day, and I usually have it in, like I said, my salad, in a nori roll, or there's lots of other things you can do with it, but I just like it, like you could do like a dip with it, if you do like have a sourdough pita, or if you haven't seen my sebi bread recipe, check that out. It's with spelt flour, and it's really, really, really good. So check that out if you haven't seen that. But I have just the easy sebi flatbread. I call it sebi bread. If you're not familiar with Dr. Sebi, he has he contributed a lot to just the healing world, and had a food list that had alkaline foods on it, and spelt was one of the flours that you're able to use to cook. And so I call it sebi bread because it uses spelt flour and only foods from his list. So like grapeseed oil, spelt flour, but the recipe's on there if you want to check that out. So now that we scooped out all of the avocados, you see they're all in here, And then I got all the pits out. You want to make sure you take out the pit. Take the pit out. So now that we have all of that out, let me just wipe my hands off. They're so creamy. So now that we have that all out, you can go ahead and smash it just a little bit if you want to, or you could just wait until you add the other ingredients. So I'm gonna smash it just a little, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the other ingredients. So lemon, this is fresh squeezed lemon and lime juice. I have a video on just how I go about doing this in bulk. I'm gonna put in 2 tablespoons of the fresh squeezed lime juice, and then I'm gonna do, so this is onion powder, another food that's on Dr. Sadie's list. I'm gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon. And then I have some turmeric. It's anti-inflammatory, really good for you. So I put about a 1/2 teaspoon of that in, and then ground cumin gives it a really nice flavor. I realized that if any of you all are Chipotle fans, if you like the restaurant Chipotle, their guacamole, I realized, oh, I think they have cumin in it, because when I put cumin in mine, my guacamole, it tasted like theirs. So it tastes really good. And then I do about a 1/2 teaspoon. You could do 1/4, 1/2, you know, go to, you know what your needs are for salt. You don't want to overdo it. So you need less salt. Say you're dealing with high blood pressure, you don't have to put salt in at all. But if you don't have that issue, you could put in anywhere from 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon. I just don't like to go heavy on salt. A lot of recipes will call for a full teaspoon in something like this, but I just like to go light on salt, on added salt. Just get your taste buds used to not having a lot of added salt. So you see, I'm just using a fork. If you had like a potato masher, you could do that too. But I'm just using this fork to go through and just mash everything all up. Get it all straight. So this is the first step. And you could really just go with just this if you wanted to, but y'all, I gotta add more flavor. You know, I gotta add a little more flavor up in here, y'all. So, but this is really nice. The onion powder really rounds it out, and I really love the cumin in there. So we just get that, all of those, you know, that lime, the cumin, which one is it, y'all? Do you know? But get that, the onion powder, the sea salt, and I use Celtic salt. It's a really quality salt, better than even pink Himalayan, but a really good sea salt. The Celtic salt is really, really highest quality. You can get it online, but you can also get it like at your local health food store, Whole Foods, if you have a co-op or something like that. So now that this is all mashed up, you see, we're gonna add another ingredient that's really good. If you have been watching my channel, you see I've been doing a lot on gut health, and this next ingredient is really great for your gut. Check out some of those videos on gut health. And that is this onion. This is a red onion. Anything in the onion family is going to be really good for the gut. You know, these types of kind of more pungent type of foods, really, candida and other bad bacteria does not like this type of food. So the more you can add that to your diet, the more healing it is. So I just chop that up. This is about 1/4 of a large red onion, but depending on how much you like onion, you could put more in, but this is just about, like I said, about 1/4. And it's already, I sprayed this, since this is raw, I sprayed this with my fruit and veggie wash and let it sit. And because you just want to get any bacteria, fungus, anything off of these raw. When you're eating raw, you're not cooking the bacteria away. You want to make sure that you've gotten it away with some type of a good veggie wash, fruit and veggie wash. And like I said, I think I'm gonna do a video on how I make my fruit and veggie wash, just because I talk about it so much and I use it for everything. So you mix that into there, and the last thing is This is fresh cilantro, okay? So I just take it, and you can kind of chop it. Truth be told, I usually don't really chop it. I'll just kind of, tear it and sprinkle it in. And you can do this to taste. I was almost out, so otherwise I'd use much more than this. But usually I use a lot more than that because I love that taste of the fresh cilantro. So you just put all those ingredients in and you mix it up, and it tastes so good on, like I said, you could make a veggie sandwich. You could use it for dips, for different types of, the breads, like the flat sabi bread, the spelt bread that I talked about. Salad, you could be salad dressing, just so many different things. But this is great. I mean, I make this for people when they come over, they love it. So then I'm gonna save a lot of it. I usually split it into 3 because I usually have a whole avocado every day. So into 3 different things. So this is one, and then I'll put the airtight lid on, and then do the same. Put it in this one as well, this other smaller container, and then I have some left over here, and this is what I'll eat today, what's left over. But just so you can kind of see how it turned out, and feel free to be creative. But you see, it turned out really good. I like it a lot. But feel free to be creative if there's other seasonings you'd want to put in there. But it's really good if you like it spicy. You could put in a hot pepper, chop up a habanero if you want to be brave, because habaneros can be hot. But I found some little onions here. But yeah, you can season it up how you want to season it. But I love this avocado spread. It's so good. So try it out. Let me know in the comments below if you like it. Make sure to subscribe for more recipe videos, more on alkaline living, more on just lifestyle for healing, for gut health, all of that. That's the journey that I'm on. So I will be sharing it with all of you. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to do in the future. I am Timotha Lanae. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. God bless. And I will see you in the next video.